The age of starlight was dying. Once, the skies above Elarion shimmered with silver constellations that sang softly to the elves below, but now the stars dimmed one by one, their light fading into silence. Deep within the forest citadel of Elarion, the Elven Queen announced the prophecy that when the final star vanished, the veil between worlds would collapse, ending the age of immortals. Amid the looming despair, two souls met in secret. Aerandir, a warrior bound to defend his realm, and Serenya, a healer who carried warmth even in darkness. Their meeting was never meant to be, for love between warriors and healers was forbidden. Yet as the world began to end, rules mattered less than the hearts that beat beneath them. Serenya would sneak away from her duties each twilight, gathering herbs by the silver rivers, where she met Aerandir in the shadows of weeping trees. He carried the scent of battle, steel, smoke, and moonlight, but his voice softened when he spoke to her. "When the stars fall," he whispered, "promise me you'll not face the dark alone." She smiled, her hands trembling as she traced the crest on his armor. "And leave you to fight the end by yourself?" Their laughter echoed faintly through the dying forest. Yet unseen, a shadow stirred. The seer Aerandir, old as the first dawn, watching through the mist, knowing that their love could either save the elven kind or doom it. Aerandir came to them beneath the eclipse's glow. His robes flowed like smoke, and his eyes reflected time itself. "The prophecy is clear," he said. "When an elf loves beyond his station, the bond unravels fate. The age will not end in fire, but in love's defiance." Aerandir refused to believe it, yet Serenya's heart quivered with dread. The old seer told them that only the sacrifice of one heart could halt the collapse. One must fade, so the other may live. "Would you bear that burden?" he asked. Aerandir's silence was heavy, but Serenya's answer was softer than wind. "If love is the price, then I will pay it." That night, beneath a sky bleeding silver, Aerandir and Serenya made an oath at the Moonspire, the tallest tower in Elarion, where mortals once prayed to forgotten gods. "No prophecy will decide our fate," Aerandir vowed. They sealed their promise with a kiss, a fragile rebellion against eternity. The stars above flickered in response, one bursting into flame, streaking across the heavens like a tear. The kiss was tender, but behind it lay something deeper: defiance. Their love, pure and desperate, began to twist the threads of destiny, and in the quiet beyond the world, something ancient awakened. Darkness began to creep into Eltharion's borders. The rivers ran cold, and the trees whispered of unseen beings crossing from the void. The elves spoke in hushed tones of the Endborn, creatures without form, drawn to the breaking of the veil. Aerandir led his warriors into battle, silver blades clashing with shadow. But every strike echoed with fear, for the more they fought, the weaker the stars became. Meanwhile, Serenya tended the wounded, her magic dimming as though the earth itself had forgotten how to heal. Each night, she felt the same emptiness calling to her, a cold voice whispering her name, offering her a way to save Aerandir at a terrible cost. In her despair, Serenya sought Aerandir again. "Tell me," she pleaded, "is there a way to save him, to stop the darkness?" The seer's expression turned solemn. "There is always a way," he said, "but the balance must be kept. To save his soul, yours must be given to the void." Serenya hesitated only for a moment. "Then take it." The seer warned her that Aerandir would never know, that she would fade from all memory, erased from the tapestry of the world. Still, she accepted. "Let his heart live," she said, "even if mine must vanish." The final star trembled above Elarion. Aerandir returned from battle, his armor cracked and bloodied. He found Serenya waiting beneath the Moonspire, her eyes glowing faintly, not with life, but with fading light. "What have you done?" he asked, his voice breaking. She touched his face gently, smiling through tears. "I kept my promise." The air rippled with celestial energy. The heavens dimmed as the veil began to seal itself. The world shuddered, caught between ending and rebirth. "Don't go," Aerandir begged. "Not yet." But she only whispered, "A kiss before the end. That's all I ever wanted." Their lips met beneath the dying sky, and the world fell silent. Time froze. The rivers stilled. Even the void paused its hunger. The kiss burned brighter than starlight, a final defiance that reached the heart of creation. From that light, the prophecy shifted. The age did not end, but changed. The stars reignited, softer now, reborn through sacrifice. But when Aerandir opened his eyes, Serenya was gone, her presence erased from the earth, her name whispered only by the wind. Years passed, the world healed. Elarion rose anew, its forests alive again. Yet Aerandir never spoke of the woman who had saved them. Some nights he would wander the moonspire, looking to the stars, feeling an ache he couldn't name. Aerandir would watch from afar, whispering to himself, "Love defied the stars, but love also paid the price." And in the depths of the forest, where moonlight danced upon the rivers, the faintest trace of Serenya's song could still be heard. A melody carried by the wind, remembered by no one, yet never truly gone. Generations later, Elven bards sang of an unnamed love that halted the end of the world. They called it the kiss before the end of the age. Aerandir's name became legend, but his eyes always held sorrow, the reflection of a love lost to time. In the stillness of eternity, as the stars watched over Elarion, the wind carried a whisper across the forests. Love does not end, it transforms. And though her name was forgotten by all, every starlight that touched the earth was a reminder that even at the end of an age, love can rewrite the stars themselves.